Well, it's another great morning off grid, living in a school bus. I want to give a shout out to a friend of mine. It's his birthday today. I want to say happy birthday to Matt from Serenity Homestead. And you guys, he's a new YouTuber. If you guys haven't seen his channel, I'll put a link below and would encourage you to go check it out. He does a lot of woodworking and home canning and gardening and different things like that to do with homesteads and woodworking. So anyway, go over and check out Matt. Wish him happy birthday. And he's at Serenity Homestead here on YouTube. I'll put a link in the description box. Happy birthday, Matt.
Okay, good morning, gang. It's about a little after 6 o'clock in the morning. It's a couple of days later. You could probably tell from the earlier clip I was starting to have some sinus issues and some sniffling and sneezing, and it just got worse, and it was really hard to film. So I ended up just putting the camera away and worked a little bit, but spent most of the time just kind of getting well and sleeping a little bit. And I think the ragweed just kind of got hold of me. So it's been pretty hot and heavy here for the last week or two. But anyway, we've had some rain, and it seems to have knocked it down. It's supposed to be dry today and the next couple days, and then back into probably about a week of rain off and on again. So anyway, we're gonna try to pick back up there. I'm going to try to get some coffee going. I'm not going to try. I'm going to get some coffee going, and then we'll take a look inside the bus's control center where all the switches and stuff are. And I'm adding on some switches, replacing some bad ones, and we're getting some wires hooked up to power up the lights up top of the bus on the front and the back outside. And there's a reason for that. I don't know if I'll go over it in this video, but anyway, we're going to get the outside lights hooked up here as soon as possible. So anyway, stay tuned and we'll get going. I'm going to get a cup of coffee, and then yeah, we'll start in today. You want to go out? You ready to go out? Did you sleep good? You want to go outside? Do you? Do you want to go out? Come on, let's go outside. You want to go out? Noodle baby. Say good morning, everybody. Sophie says not yet. She's down here on the floor. There's a Sophie dog. She's still waking up. Alright, so I did not do my dishes last night after dinner, apparently. So, let me get, that just bugs me to no end. I usually wash them just as soon as I'm done with them, but yeah, I got distracted yesterday evening and didn't get that done, so I'm going to get the dishes done real quick, and then we'll enjoy our coffee. They probably look a lot worse than what they are, but pretty quick and easy remedy there. The cast iron is easy. We're just gonna just turn it on, get it hot again. Not real hot, but hot enough to release that. And we'll put just a little bit of water in the pot here. Some heat under it. Don't really have a lid for that, so I just put a plate over it and let it kind of steam, and that'll kind of re-moisturize everything and let it release. Pretty sure I've showed you guys this before, but I cannot sing the praises of this little pot scrubber enough. It's a little MSR scraper, and wow, these things are awesome. So this is hot. I'm going to put some water in there. Let's see, let's use my cup. Doesn't take a lot. Turn the heat off. Just take the little scrubber. I'd say the heat's good in the back one too. And that's it. Just going to dump this out. Quick rinse. That is that. There's probably some cast iron skillet prudes having a fit about now. About the way I clean it, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't own any cooking skillets that are not cast iron, and I've been using these for, well, probably older than most y'all's alive. Never had any issues with them, so they get used every day. Hang that guy up. Hang him up there for later. And then this one, we'll just do the same thing too. Get a handle here. teach these dogs how to do dishes. We'll just dump that out and wipe it out. We're good. Good for another meal. Okay. Now, need to turn you guys up just a tiny bit. Yeah, now I got a top of a head. Alright, so this is basically the command center or control center for the bus, and it's got all the various switches. And this one here, I've been repurposed. It says ARB, and it's for the tire pump, but it's actually what turns the lights on and off now for the inside. And I have taken these off of the bus batteries and moved them back to the solar batteries. So, well, not all of them, but the ones with lights and things. So anyway, alright, we're gonna take these screws loose. This guy just opens up to an absolute mess of wires. And that's what we have to work with. So, yeah. That is the bird's nest that is behind the control panel. And to be honest, that's the way it came. And yeah. It's not as confusing as it looks, but it is confusing. So anyway, you can see some of these switches are not hooked up. I've unhooked them and moved them around. Not all of them worked right. So anywho, that's that. So let's get some lights wired in. All right. So what I plan on doing, I've got a couple of these switches by a company called Nilight, and these actually are exact drop-ins for what the bus came with. So I've not really been using they'll light up green when they're on, or I think you can make them light up green when they're off. But I don't really like things that draw power from the solar bank batteries when they're not running. And I mean, it's a light. It's pretty obvious when they're on inside the bus or outside. I might use a light for the rear lights, just so, you know, if I'm sitting up here, I know they're on, not blinding somebody behind me. But other than that, I don't know. But yeah, these guys drop right in, so I can put a link to these in the bottom of the description there if you guys want to find them. But they come in a switch panel usually, where you can get them. Sometimes you get them separate, but here's a five gang switch, and it's just same switches. And then this could be mounted in a wall, which we're going to use this later for another project. Well, I think these came out of a 4-gang panel I had, but like I say, you can get these individual. So they're really good switches. Nilight, not sponsored, but at Nilight, if you would like to sponsor, reach out to me. So anyway, yeah, this particular switch panel, we're waiting on some diodes to show up for my electrical guys out there and gals. So when the diodes show up, the fun The fun will begin with those. So, but for now, we're going to stick with these. Here's a little dog back there squirreling around. Might be time for them to go out. What I think I might want to do is this old switch for the flasher. Looks like it's got a light maybe built into it that comes on. We'll see if that still works. If that still works, we'll use that for the lights that are on the back of the bus up top there, and that way they'll show up when they're turned on. And yeah. Anyway, okay. I got down to that switch with the light on it, and it did not work. It was nasty inside, so I took this thing apart and just kind of scrubbed it up and put some carburetor cleaner. That's what I had to clean it, and I think it's going to work okay now. Had just a ton of dust and dirt and grime down inside of it, and luckily these old switches are really easy to take apart and clean. They just basically snap apart, so works out pretty easy. The nilights, on the other hand, are not really meant to be worked on. You try to take them apart and they just kind of explode apart there, and they're really hard to put back together. But yeah, we'll see if this works. Takes a ground wire and a hot connection. Let's hope the carburetor cleaner doesn't catch on fire. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's lit up there. Let's bring you in there. Little red light. Light goes off. Light goes on. So she's working. Alright. Awesome. Alright, I really like saving those old switches and old parts when I can. So the new stuff's great, but I love the old stuff. So anyway, I got now that the switch is working, I've already got a strand of wire run from here back to the back. I just have to hook it into the rear lights up top, and those should be working. So okay, here's where we are at. I am pretty well done with most of the wiring. Let me flip this around. Okay, so got that closed back up, and what I've done are the dome lights used to have separate switches, 1, 2, and way in the back would be 3 to turn these on off from the console there. But since it's not really a school bus anymore, I wanted the ability to turn them on from up here from the driver's seat, just in case I needed to, which I can. I can hit that switch and every one of the lights in the ceiling comes on, and I can kill them from here. But also, when I'm coming in, or if for some reason the door gets opened up, especially like possibly in the middle of the night, as soon as you pop the door handle, all the lights up top will also come on. But if for some reason you want to drive with the door open, you can just unplug right there. Just pop that loose and then it'll go back out. I was going to throw another switch in there, but it's really just too convenient just to plug that in and out. So anyway, those lights are working, and let's get outside and look at the ones in the back. We've got the outside lights hooked to this guy in the rear. I don't know if you can see it lighting up red, but let's go see if those work. All right, so lights on. And lights off. All right, gang, that is it for the light update for the day. I will put the links in the description for the 7-inch round LEDs that I've been using on the outside. I'll put the link to some of the nilight switches down there too if you guys are interested in those. And yeah, other than that, if you want more updates quicker than what's coming out on YouTube, because I really have to drive into town to upload YouTube videos so they don't get posted a lot, as often as what I'd like anyway, with my reception at the moment. That'll probably change in the future, but for now I'm just getting them out there when I can get them out there. But if you want more daily updates of what's going on out here with me and the girls and the bus project and just whatever we're doing, you can hit us on the Patreon channel, and that gets daily updates and a little behind the scenes sneak peek of what's going on. And it's a great way, if you like the content and find some value in it, to help support the channel. So anyway, give me a thumbs up if you like the content, like it, subscribe it, turn on the bell so you get notifications, and we love you guys. We'll see you in the next video. God bless everybody.